All right. So tonight's Raw, we have a lot to get over here tonight, man. So we start off here tonight with Gunther and Randy Orton. So we come off of last week where Gunther essentially called Orton a screw up, and Orton comes out here first, starts to address the crowd here. They're in, I think, Florida somewhere. Then Gunther comes out, but only for Ludwig Kaiser to attack Randy Orton from behind. This sets up their match later on tonight for the main event. Randy Orton against Ludwig Kaiser. Later on, obviously, Gunther shows up in that match. Gunther shows up later on in that match, but is not enough really to help out Kaiser. We end off Raw with a brawl here between Randy Orton and Gunther. I thought that the brawl kind of ended a little premature. Yeah, I definitely felt like this brawl to close the show kind of needed, like that extra oomph about it to kind of leave you with the cliffhanger here tonight. But tonight we also saw a lot of moving parts. We saw CM Punk and Drew McIntyre make official their match at Bash in Berlin. It's gonna be a strap match between these two. There was some back and forth here where Punk came out and was cutting this promo about how how loved he is, how he's waited for how he's waited to be accepted within the fans, how he's waited 10 years, etc., etc. He comes out with this like strap type thing, this leather strap, and says, I got some news. And the news is that CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Bash in Berlin strap match. He sort of laid out the rules here, which for me is kind of interesting because I've never really seen a strap match. So I don't really know. They were explaining the rules a little bit, that the competitors have to go from corner to corner in order to win this match. So it's going to be very interesting to see kind of, how this match is. I feel that Punk is going to win this match. So we have sort of a reason for these two guys to get one more match at Bad Blood, that Hell in the Cell that everybody's talking about, that everybody is lusting for. I feel like we might get that. And then Drew McIntyre comes out with the bracelet he still has from CM Punk. CM Punk in the past couple weeks has kind of explained the significance of this bracelet and why it's so special to him, and why he's trying to take it off of Drew McIntyre. I think Punk says to McIntyre, I'll put down this strap and I'll give it to you, but you got to give me back that bracelet. And McIntyre, the troll that he is, just like won't accept it. He won't give it to Punk. He's like, no, I'm not giving this to you, which would piss off Punk even more. So we get this match at Bash in Berlin. But speaking of Bash in Berlin, we got the Judgment Day. Damian Priest was supposed to take on Dominic Mysterio here tonight. One-on-one match, sort of Damian Priest going through the entire members of the Judgment Day. And tonight it was going to be Dominic Mysterio, or so we thought. All night we get these promos by Liv Morgan and Dom and Rhea and Priest, cutting promos back and forth on each other. I like these promos, man. They kind of bring their own element and their own feel to every single like promo that they got, showcasing like specific people and whatnot. I feel like it's great, man. It really kind of gets you into what they're all about. But we had these promos and we get this match, or so we thought, when Priest is attacked by the remaining members of the Judgment Day, forcing Rhea to come out and help him. And Rhea and Priest are taking care of the Judgment Day when the Judgment Day gets the upper hand, and it's 5 against 2, I'm pretty sure. Numbers hand is at large, and this is the first week where these Rhea and Priest are overwhelmed. They can't take the numbers game, and they fall victim to the new Judgment Day, which desperately needs this. They need to look strong in order to have a chance against Rhea and Priest, who we obviously know would kill them, but they need to look strong to to make them appear larger than what they are, because I mean, how realistic is it for Priest and Rhea to get the upper hand against 5 other members, or 4, or whatever it is, every single time. You know, there has to be like a point in which these guys, the numbers game has to catch up to them, and it did here tonight. And I thought this segment was really great. Rhea and Priest, obviously big time baby faces. Liv and Dom are and Lita of the modern day. We also got an Uncle Howdy teaser here tonight, where he sort of gets involved in a match here tonight, and he lays out Chad Gable. And next week we're gonna get Chad Gable against Uncle Howdy, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how they sort of, you know, use Uncle Howdy. If they use him how they've been using the rest of the Wyatt Six, then it's gonna be a fantastic showing. Although I don't know where we go with Chad Gable following, you know, his loss, which I'm sure he's gonna take to Uncle Howdy. Overall, man, a lot of movie parts here on Raw. Stories just keep kind of fleshing out bit by bit, and we'll see what happens leading up to Bash in Berlin, which I didn't even know was like already like in a week and a half away or whatever. I thought it was still like 2 or 3 weeks from now, but you know, they keep talking about how close it is, and you know, it's at the end of August, and yeah, we're slowly racing down towards, you know, Bash in Berlin. Then we got, you know, I think Bad Blood, I'm not sure, but we got a lot of things that we got a lot of moving parts here, and it's just really cool to see where everything fits on this Triple H show, because everything here on this show means something, man. Subtle things here mean something, which is what I think we've all sort of been enjoying thus far. But regardless, I am out, guys. Have a good one, have a good night, and I'll see y'all later.